Sometimes if you don't have a calculator, you may need to factor out by hand. It makes it very difficult if you don't know all of those timetables, if you don't know all of those prime numbers. So the way that you can do that is you can factor all the numbers all the way out to the prime numbers. It's called prime factorization. This will help you eventually get back there, but it'll also help you remember how to do factors. And this will actually help you when we get to a couple of other things that will be significantly more difficult. But if you can do this, it will actually make your lives a lot easier, specifically when we're going into square roots and cube roots. Anyhow, let's start with the 26. So we always draw it out. Now, 26, it ends in a 6. So that means that it's going to be 2 times something. 2 times, so 26 divided by 2 gives us 13. Is 2 prime? Is 13 prime? So since 2 and 13 are prime, we circle them, and that gives us 2 times 13 is your answer. You will sometimes see it with an X here. I just try not to use the X's so that you do not get confused. When I put in X, that means X and not multiplication. 36, more complicated now. Again, so either you know what 36 is, what times what, or you can do it out because 6 means it is an even number. So 36 divided by 2 gives you 18. 2 is prime, 18 is not. So you separate it out. Again, 8, so that means that it's even. 2 times 9. 2 is prime, 9 is not. 9, you get 3 times 3. 3 is prime, so now you have everything written done out. And you do 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Okay, moving on. Number 7 is 40. So let's say that you recognize this one because it ends in a 0, so it's a multiple of 10. So 4 times 10 gives you 40. So you don't have to start with the 2, but if you don't know where to start with 2 or 3 or 5. Go up with your prime numbers until you get a number that you can break it down by. Or this could be a prime number, and we just did it to mess with you. So 4 is not prime. 10 is not prime. So you get 2 times 2 is 4, and 2 times 5 is 10. So 2, 2, 2, 5 is prime. So you get the answer of 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. Let's let you be able to see it while I'm working. Okay, so 96. I know what it's going to be, but that's a really big number, and there's not really an easy number to divide by. So again, I'm going to start with a 2. If I were doing this, I could also start with a 3, because 90 is divided by 3 works. 6 divided by 3 works. So you could do it that way, but I'm going to do it with 2, just because it keeps it consistent. So half of 96 is going to be 48. 2 is definitely prime. 48 is definitely not. Now, 48, hopefully you remember that it's 6 times 8. If you don't, again, just divide by 2. If you divide by 2, you'll get 24. And you can keep working your way down, pulling out the 2s, pulling out the 3s, pulling out 5s, 7s, 11s, 13s, those prime numbers that we talked about. 6 is definitely not prime. 8 is not prime. 6, 3 times 2. 3 is prime, 2 is prime. 8 is 2 times 4. 2 is prime, 4 is not. So we separate those out, 2 times 2. So we're going to get 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2s. Times 3.